Hello guys, hello everyone. Welcome to Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative. Welcome to Diploma Center. My name is Mark, and today we have something very interesting for you guys. This is December 2025, and I think aside me, those of you watching this video, those are wonderful subscribers who've been following this channel. We'd like to know some questions about the organization, the mission, the vision, and a lot of things a lot of persons have been curious to know. That's why we're able to invite Mr. Ben today, because we're able to ask him some questions because we believe he's in the right place to answer some of our questions. So, Mr. Ben, nice to have you here today. How are you?
I'm doing super fantastic. How about you?
I'm doing good. Yes, compliment on the season, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. So my first question now is, we'd like to know, talking about Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative, please help us with the bigger picture. Like, what was the mission and vision from the inception? Like, what were you trying to achieve when you birthed this idea of having this organization, Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative?
Thank you for that wonderful question, Mr. Mark.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative.
Okay.
If we are to, summarize the movement, the ideal goal, if that is your question, we will say that it is an organization, a non-governmental organization, that is better out of hunger to eradicate slavery of the human mind. Okay, knowing that the battle of life is won and lost in the human mind. That is it.
Wow, that's wonderful. So now, based on your response now, help us with a rundown on what the mission and vision for this year, because I believe as a man of vision, aside the fact that you have this bigger picture, were you able to streamline the mission and vision into this at the beginning of this year 2025? Like, what are those things you really wanted to achieve in this year 2025? And this is December already, the last month of the year. So what were the things you set aside to achieve in this month 2025 for the Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative?
As a visionary, right? As a visionary leader, there is need you set goals and be able to tick the boxes as you voyage, as you journey through the fulfillment of this vision. Yes, we had we had goals we were looking out to achieve in 2025, which we were also able to achieve.
Okay,
that's the good news.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah, we had a list of things we needed to, accomplish. Starting from, if you would want me to itemize this accomplishment, I don't know, do you think
that's actually my next question? So, like, can you just help us with, I want us to be specific.
Okay.
Can you help us with some of those things you achieved? Help us highlight some of those things you achieved in this year 2025 as the organization. Like, what were those things that you were able to set aside? And are you saying, first of all, that all those things you set aside, you achieved all of them this year?
That's what I'm about to share.
Okay, can you help us with those things that you set aside to achieve this year 2025 and you're able to achieve them?
You see, I've already told you the big picture.
Yes.
Mind slavery eradication. Theological slavery of the mind, philosophical slavery of the mind. We are trying as much as we can to help our people come out of this entanglement. Okay. Now, which means we'll first of all start with human beings. Okay. But before you start with another person, you that is making the claim to have caught up with this vision should be able to untangle yourself first. Right? Okay, cool. So after going through that process of untangling my own mind from this theological slavery and philosophical slavery, I needed to check it out on other persons. Therefore, I had to, undergo a training on how to win friends and influence people in the positive direction. Then I was able to, or rather, we were able to attract someone who was able to disconnect from this theological slavery of the mind as well.
Okay.
This happened in 2025.
Wow.
To start with. Now, this person was subject to the theological programs. Are you getting my point now?
Yeah.
He was subject to the theological programs and was also in the movement to continue in that direction. Like the church activity shenanigans, open churches and start, evangelizing and the rest of them. But by attracting this person and going through the same thing I went through for a period of time, he was able to disconnect. Now that happened, like I said, in this 2025.
Wow.
Now that's number one.
Okay.
Yeah, this person is in a different location now, projecting the same ideology of Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative.
Wow.
And I can guarantee you that for the rest of his life, he's going to sit on this journey that can only happen with books.
Wow.
Are you getting where I'm going now?
Yeah.
So we achieved that. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two is that we were able to attract students. Are you getting the point?
Yeah.
Now, so when we get there, I will try to explain to you, I will try to make you understand how far we went in that direction.
Okay.
But secondly, we were able to attract students who are also becoming purpose driven. Okay?
Yeah.
And other personalities that are also coming in contact with us. We are achieving this. We achieved all of this in this 2025.
Okay.
Now that's the second one, right?
Yeah.
In this 2025, we were able to have a reasonable degree of stability when it comes to internet access and usage. Are you getting me?
Okay.
Because we were able to disconnect from the disturbance of the locally network providers. We were able to connect directly to the satellite using the Starlink device.
Wow.
Okay, we were able to also stabilize our power supply with the solar gadgets, right?
Wow.
We were able to stabilize that.
Wow.
And we were also able to, bring into our library quality documents that you can access to as we speak, right?
Yeah.
In this same 2025, we have been able to sign 2 brand ambassadors. It is also in this 2025 that this organization was registered with the federal government.
Wow.
In this 2025, the first book that is coming from me was made ready, was edited by professional editors and ready to enter the market space.
Wow.
In this 2025.
Wow.
Do you understand me?
Wow.
So if we are to make a list, we might run out of ink and papers now.
Wow.
So it's been a year loaded with achievements.
I think from what you've mentioned, I think these achievements are not something to be taken for granted, because
Not at all.
I feel like you were able to set your mind towards it and you were able to still achieve it on behalf of Tech Library Empowerment Initiative. I think that's wonderful. Talking about this book, this is my first time we get to know that you have a book edited, and please can you help us give us an insight about this book? Sorry guys, I'm digressing. I just want to know about this book you just made mention of, because it's one thing for you to be able to fill your mind with a lot of important information on some of these documents, like he said, that the Tech Library have been able to get. And that thing is, he was able to still put out his own content from these experiences and knowledge he has gathered. So what is the name of this book that you
Kingdom Colonization Redefined.
Well, and this is your first book?
Yes.
Wow.
The subtitle is Eradication of Philosophical and Theological Slavery of the Human Mind.
That's serious. Wow. Okay, and the book is already printed, like it's ready?
It's ready to be printed.
Wow. I think that's a major milestone achievement, guys. That's very, very important. I think this is something that it's worth celebrating. If you're able to achieve all of this in 2025, seriously, I'm just looking forward to seeing the other things you definitely achieve in the years to come. So thank you very much for that.
Before you go to the second question, before you go to the next question, you will discover that if you go to our YouTube channel and study the progress so far, you will see that the gadgets we are using now are not the same with the ones we were using before. The picture quality, the audio quality, and and the rest of these things, there is advancement in all of them. Are you getting my point? You also notice that when you make contact with us, there is, you experience a uniqueness of gadgets. I don't know if you get my point.
Yes, yes.
So it is still in this 2025 that we were able to step up our game in the area of our content creation. If you also have been following up with our activities in the internet, you discover that the first channel created in this place, a Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative with the title Diploma Center, took height in this 2025 from a few thousands of subscribers to 80 plus subscribers, 80,000 plus subscribers. Now, you also discover that it is in this year that the Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative YouTube channel moved from 33 subscribers to 1,000 plus subscribers. Do you understand? With countless of videos and views and comments and likes, right? So all of this happened in 2025.
Wow,
that's wonderful to us.
Oh, wow, this is really amazing. All I say is wow. I'm really looking forward to that thing. If you're able to, like, if Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative could achieve this in 2025, I'm seriously looking forward to see what is left to come. So thank you very much for that wonderful response. So we understand very well that for every ups there will definitely be downs. You understand? So can you just help us with some of those setbacks, or let's say some of those drawbacks that you had, aside the fact that you were able to achieve this much? What are those setbacks that you had as like, I'm talking about Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative? What are those setbacks that was encountered and since the beginning of this year to this very moment? We'd like to know, please.
I would have loved that you switch words.
Okay.
You know, words are powerful. At Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative, we don't actually buy into the word setback. But we can understand the things, the circumstances that beset us to be like difficulties or challenges. Knowing that in every difficulty there are possibilities. Yes, there were difficulties, there were challenges, there were negative situations that needed to be navigated. But I can assure you, by reason of the claims we are making, to have discovered a purpose, to have caught up with a vision, it simply means that we have also discovered what to die for. Right? So now there were difficulties, but none of them was a deterrent. So I might find it a little difficult, you know, trying to present to you that this happened and it was a setback, this happened. Now, also do not forget that what we are making claims of being our movement is something that is not very common.
Okay.
You know that when it comes to physical library in Nigeria, in Africa, I mean, the idea has been eroded. We are now in the movement of erecting churches in every street and every corner, right? So if you are making a case to eradicate slavery of the mind and you start with erecting libraries across the country, automatically you are getting engaged in something completely different. You are on the opposite side of the race now when it comes to what the religious communities are doing, right? So obviously there are going to be brick walls that you will hit on your way now, but by reason of the kind of hunger and passion that we are working with, by the clarity of vision we have, none of these difficulties can be a deterrent to us. Yes, there were such things as difficulties, but God helped us to navigate.
Wow. Okay, that's wonderful. There's something you made mention of when I asked what the bigger picture of Tech Library Empowerment Initiative like is from the very section. So you said something about eradication of ignorance, or let's say eradication of mind slavery. So I would like to know, in terms of your achievements, see part of the achievement question, like, can you help us with the statistics of let's say the numbers of persons or individuals or groups that you've been able to reach out to directly or indirectly, whether through those persons coming to the library to read physically, or those persons that are watching the videos online? Like, can you help us with statistics or numbers of people you're able to organize in the organization and be able to meet directly? Like, can you help us with a number? Is it over 500, over 2 million? We would like to know, please.
Thank you for that question.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This is a very strong case I'm about to make.
Okay.
We cannot measure influence with crowd. Some persons might work with that, but when it comes to the things of the mind, the things of the human mind, the crowd syndrome or the crowd effect is not actually a yardstick for that measure. Why I'm using crowd is you used numbers in 500s and thousands.
Yeah.
We have been able to attract this particular number in our YouTube platform and this and that, right? And you have also been able to study our record book here at the library. You've seen that students are coming in and going.
Yes.
Okay. And if we are to put up these numbers, if we are to gather these numbers, it will take toll.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But there is something we are holding on to at Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative.
Okay.
If we can influence a few and equip them, it's far better for us than tilting in the direction of subscribe to what we are doing, yet the manifestation will remain infinitesimal, will remain like almost invisible, like we have come to see, right?
I get what you mean. If I get what you mean, what you're trying to say now is it's better to invest in a little amount, invest the best in little numbers, so that those little numbers can impact a larger generation instead of investing in so many.
Very good.
Wow. Very good. I get that. That's wonderful. Thank you very much for that wonderful response. So my next question now is I'm sure some of us want to know this. Aside, if you know you have this kind of establishment in mind that you want to establish, you have this kind of vision, or you just want to try to see how you can change your mind and change the mindset of people around you, I think you need to listen to this next question I want to ask him. So now my next question is talking about talking about difficulties that Tech Library of Empowerment Initiative were able to go through this year 2025. We'd like to know, what was your major support system? How were you able to navigate your way around these challenges that you had in this year 2025, and you still scaled through and you're still standing? It's something I'm sure most persons would like to know, please.
That's a very wonderful question, because I think that's like one of the most defining part of the journey.
Before you respond to this question, I would like to know, have you ever, we're getting back to this question, have you ever felt like quitting this vision? Have you ever faced a storm or a challenge that made you feel like I need to just throw everything away? Have you ever gotten to that point?
Not one bit.
Not once?
Not once.
Is it that the challenges you've encountered were not strong enough to make you think like that? We want to know, how were you able to survive? Like, what support system did you put in place? Mentally, physically, like, we'd like to know, please. Like, it's very important, yeah.
You see, it's important to take note of what I'm about to say now.
Okay.
Any man that has not discovered what to die for is not worthy to live. Do you understand me? If we go religiously or scripturally speaking, we were told that greater things shall we do.
Okay, yeah.
Greater things shall ye do. Are you getting my point? And you say, or you parade yourself as someone who has made contact with the invisible one, who has had a transcendent experience, or who has been redeemed of the Lord.
Thank you very much for that wonderful question. So, talking about, you made mention, I think that's my second question, when I was asking you, when you listed out some of the achievements that you said you were able to get some wonderful documents. Can you help us with some of those documents that...
No, if we are going to follow up with your previous question,
yes.
Now, the response I just gave is also part of it, because because your mind has to be in the game first, right? Okay, good. Now, outside of the fire, the passion, right, the zeal that is happening within you, you will discover that it is also scriptural that we put 10,000 to flight, right?
Yeah.
One, we chose 1,000, and two, we put 10,000 to flight.
Yeah.
Which calls for the place of partnership at contact with. Please, in this response, I might be digressing, but try to bring me back, please. Whatever idea you have, ideas have us, we do not have ideas. Okay? Now, ideas are meant to be shared for you to have the right things. Ideas are meant to be shared. But when you share a big idea or a big dream to a small mind, they will kill the idea. You will lose that idea. Now, it puts you on the ledge. It puts you at an edge where you have to solely depend on that same purpose or that same contact you made to help you navigate the right partners you need for that fulfillment. Are you watching this now? Now, the first, as a man who said you have made contact with vision, purpose, right? The rest of that I can now tap into my latent potentials. If I'm making all that claims, I need the right ear to pass that message to, and that ear has to believe that thing that I have to offer. Are you getting the point now? Now, if I be a man, automatically I will need the right partner of a woman share my idea with, and this person should also be able to believe that this idea can be achieved.
So your number one support system?
My number one support system
is your partner.
It's my partner.
Wow.
My best friend. Are you getting the point now?
Okay.
So when I made contact with her and she understood it,
she contacted it,
that I continued to make contact with who, reminded me that indeed this is possible. Now, how were they able to do it? By also partnering with the vision. Are you getting the point now? Now, by the reason of the system or environment we found ourselves, which is educational system, there is likely going to be a student-teacher relationship, student-coach-master relationship. We were able to partner with wonderful students. Are you getting me? Who, by reason of what they have made contact with, when they speak, you know that, yes, scripturally speaking, when Peter defended his case at some point, they said that they'd been with the Christ by reason of their defense, because they knew that they were unlearned, making the case at the diploma center that when you hear from they are partnering with us. Now, not just the students, we have been able to partner with persons outside of the nation who are solid with us on the networking aspect of what we are doing and the documentations.
Wow.
Are you getting the point? Now, pay attention to this. We have also been able to partner with a tech expert who is sitting just beside me and questioning me by the day. Are you getting the point now? Now, you see, it has been partnership all the way. Are you getting it now? It has been partnership all the way that has kept us afloat.
That's wonderful. Wow. Okay, that's wonderful. So please, we would like to know, going back to my other questions, talking about, can you help us with few of the documents you were able to get to the library at Tech Library of Empowerment Initiative that you feel was able to impact a lot of lives, like those persons coming here and those persons online following your content? Like, can you help us with some of those wonderful documents? Help us release of some of them. And guys, if you are watching this video and would like to know how to gain access to some of this wonderful content, how to get to us, you can reach out via the email on our bio on YouTube, on Facebook, or any of our social media. Can you help us with some of those documents, please, sir?
Okay. Start with documents that are quite action driven. One thing is to read books. Another thing is to read the right books. Even scripturally speaking, there are right words and word in season. There's something we call right words and word in season. Now, there's a book by Joseph Murphy, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. It's a book that will help you demystify the confusion of how the mind works. There's this book by Norman Vincent Peale, The Power of Positive Thinking. There is another book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. These books I'm mentioning are books that common. People know them, but mind you, not the number of people that books.
So they just know the name, they don't know the content.
Because if you have read the book and understood it, it will be that there should be an evidence.
A reflection of it.
Beautiful. Now, there is this book, 12 Rules for Life by Jordan B. Peterson, Beyond Order by Jordan B. Peterson. These are books that will put you on the right footing. Are you with me? Now, mention these. I cannot list a few of these, like Ben Carson. Or why you act the weak understanding of our disposition, our temperament, so that you understand where you, for example, if you are battling with understanding your weaknesses, your temperament, your weaknesses and your strength, is a book that will do that mass for you. Are you getting my point? There are so many of them that attacks from the realm of the mind. There are two ministers of the gospel that I strong. One is Dr. Miles Monroe of blessed memory. Now, we have up to 65% of his documents.
Wow.
From rediscovering the kingdom to kingdom citizenship to power and purpose of vision, understanding your purpose, like understanding faith and the rest of this document. And another person that I strongly recommend his document, and that I do not play with when I recommend books, that's Bishop David Oyedepo. And following the path of David Oyedepo. Now, it's a kind of summary of whatever other countless of books here. At least let's start with those.
Wow. Okay. That's wonderful. Okay. So now, my next question for you now, sir, is talking about regrets in this year 2025. You've been able to highlight that you've been able to achieve. You've also mentioned the what's it called, the difficulties. So now I'd like to know, did you have any regrets? Or is there anything you wish you did? Would like to know, like if it's something you would like to share, like anything in particular that you wish you did better, maybe to have gotten a better output, a better result. Is there anything at all in this year 2025?
I would say that it will be the books that I bought but wasn't able to read them.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So you're talking about books. Okay.
It can just be the books I bought and wasn't able to read them, because in any place I am experiencing difficulty, someone somewhere may have experienced the same, scaled through, and written down how he or she was able to navigate. But just that I wasn't able to crawl through this person's mind, even when I had the document that could have helped me navigate. I wasn't able to navigate crawl the person's mind and faced the challenge that I wasn't supposed to face. Are you getting the point now?
Okay.
So that I would say that my regret is buying a book and wasn't able to read it.
No. Okay. So this is my last question for you today. So we'd like to know, 2025 is about coming to an end. So what can we expect from Tech Library Hub Empowerment? What are we looking forward to? Is there any plan, vision, or mission? Like what are you trying to? What is the mission of Tech Library in the year 2026? We'd like to know. What are you looking forward to achieving in the new year?
I expect the best from us.
So okay, it has been wonderful. And again, one more question, please. Sorry.
Okay.
A lot of persons are kind of maybe having this kind of idea, like you said, because we have some tech diplomats in the house. Like according to what you said, the mission of Tech Library of Empowerment is to invest in a smaller number of persons so they can make exploits, giving them. Is there any how will I put this? Okay, do you have any words of encouragement for people that will want to start something like this? That's people that have conceived this idea, similar idea like you have. Like, do you have any words of encouragement for them as they're about to start something like this? Because like you said at the beginning, you've impacted in some persons that have started their own and they're doing very well. So what do you have to say to those persons that maybe they're going through one struggle, something like a vision as big as this also?
Okay. Would that be the last question?
Yeah, that's my last question.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know why I asked?
No.
Because I know you are ready for more questions. Okay.
Okay.
So look at this.
Okay.
If someone is making a strong case that they have discovered a movement like this and they will want to run with it, they have the right mindset. The mindset
that is, they're no longer a slave in their mind.
They are no longer like they have had a disconnect and become a slave.
Okay.
See, that evil spirit hovers around.
Yeah.
If comes back to that mind and finds that mind empty, it doesn't even enter. It goes back and render the mind almost useless. Right? Good. So you can still disconnect and leave your mind. You can make that contact of the right mindset, but not having access to the right informations. Now, so having a change of mindset is not a guarantee.
Okay.
So when you have that change of mindset,
okay,
what you look out for your latent potentials, which are your gift sets. I mean, for anyone that said they want to run with a movement like this, you need to. Now, if you are able to catch up with those pointers, right? Those you are likely to a place where you have to equip yourself. That is getting the right skill set now to run with. Next phase, I want to buttress on this skill set.
Okay.
I have gotten that question before of what can I be able to hone so far in my journey.
Okay.
Ben Carson said that people didn't know a habit or a hobby. People didn't quite know, reading and writing, that these things can be classified as hobby. Just like you fill forms in your resume, you say that sports and the rest of this. Reading and writing is also hobbies or habits that can be honed, that can be, trained on, right? You need to get yourself to a place of acquiring the skill needed to actualize that movement, that vision you have made contact with. Now, if I'm to go in that direction, to have that conversation with you as a question that I've gotten before, like what is this particular gift set, I will actually go in the direction of ability to win friends and influence people.
Okay.
As a skill that I have been able to hone, that I am, making claim of a reasonable degree of mastery at.
I think I've come across in contact with a book like that, Ability to Win Friends.
How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie.
Okay, yes.
Now, let me show you there's a proof to this. Now, this question is for those that have made contact with something like this. I want to run with something like this. Like, what do I have to share with them, right? Now, mind you, you are going to the souls of the people you are. Now, in the Christendom, we refer to it as soul winning. You go and minister Christ to people and win them to Christ, right? Now, watch this. For you to win someone to your side, they have to first of all become your friends. You can only influence someone who is in your circle. You can only influence someone who can listen to you, who can understand you. That's the only person you can influence. Is it not true? Now, that is the only mind that you can also, by reason of what you the tools you have, that's the kind of mind that can be changed. Are you getting it now? So, pay attention now. you need to acquire that skill of how to win friends and influence people. You are a practical example. Okay, we are in front of the camera now. Let me know the answer to this.
Okay.
Were there strong reasons why you shouldn't have partnered with us or joined us? Did you experience strong reasons why you shouldn't have been attracted to the Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative?
Yes.
There were strong reasons.
Yes, so many. Yeah.
But you are part of us.
Yes.
So now, can you see that is a skill that I have been able to work on? Ability to win friends and influence people.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Now, the next question is, do you think that the influence you are getting from us is in the positive or negative direction?
Yeah, definitely it's in the positive direction.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, I told you in the beginning of this video that we have been able to influence someone who made contact with something relatable to what you made contact with, and they are now running with it. They anchored with us for a period of months, 6 months plus, right? And they had access to the big picture and they are running with it. Are you getting the point now?
Yeah.
Now, I also told you recently that another friend of mine made contact with related it with me. I recommended making a big Bafino $10 to him right immediately because it dovetails with. Are you getting where I'm going now?
Yeah.
So if someone said that they have made contact with a vision as monumental as this, you do not joke with the place of your gift set, your skill set, and most importantly, which is the one that we are always lacking in the continent of Africa, the tool set. The tool set. So if you can be able to match all of this together, you have for yourself an asset of inestimable value. That's where you just have launched yourself.
Wow.
So those are my words.
Okay. Oh wow, it has been a wonderful time here with you guys today. I think it's very important that we reflect on initiative in the year 2025, and we had no other person to do it than Mr. Ben himself, and he has done justice to most of our questions. And guys, I would suggest that if you have not subscribed to this channel, you should do that and turn on your notification, because we have lots of videos for you, mostly as we are planning for the next year. So on behalf of me and Tech Library of Empowerment Initiative, we say a very big thank you to Mr. Ben for coming today, and we're looking forward to our next video. So have a wonderful day, guys.
Thank you, guys.